Alrighty, hey there guys, Intricasa here, aka JediBro95, coming at you guys with another video, and in this video is going to be episode 3 of my NBA 2K22 wishlist series, and in this one we're going to be focusing solely on badges. These are badges I want to see come back, badges I would like to see return, and also badges I would like to see removed. Now I'm not going to go over every single badge there is, because some of these badges I just don't care if they come out back or not, and some of these badges I think are going to be fixtures in the game throughout the rest of the life cycle. Like, Teardropper has been a fixture of NBA 2K badges since, the badges came into play. Same with Lob City Finisher, Deadeye, Green Machine, I think, is going to stick around, even for playmaking. You get it. Like, these badges are going to be sticking around, so I don't necessarily want to talk about those specifically. But I want to talk about badges. First, I'm going to talk about badges that I think should stay. Mainly new ones that I think should definitely stay in NBA 2K22. Now, the first badge is going to be specifically this is a category of badges. And these are going to be the Takeover Booster badges with Heat Seeker, Hot Shot, Special Delivery, and Hot Stopper. Now, obviously, before we continue any further, this must be mentioned. If you cannot find a way to balance these badges 2K, then just nerf them. Just do your job, And if you can't find a way to get them to stick, to get them to stay good, or you can't find a way for them to be balanced, then don't bring them back next year. It's just that simple. I don't understand why 2K takes forever. That's a little pet peeve. I'm just going to rant off here for a quick side note. I don't understand why it takes 2K so fucking long to patch shit. Like, if you know it's a problem, because the community is saying it's a problem, fix it. Stop waiting for 3 months to fix the game. That's, in my opinion, 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks. A month is too long. 2 weeks is fine because obviously you got to go through the you gotta put the work into the patch, and then you gotta put the update in, and then you gotta send it off to Xbox or to Microsoft and PlayStation Store, or with Microsoft and Sony, and then they gotta approve it, and then it goes live. I understand that, but a month is too freaking long. Okay, any longer than a month, and you're just sitting. It's like you're just sitting there going, "Gee, I wonder what's happening now." Anyhow, so specifically, things like Heat Seeker, Hot Shots, Special Delivery, or change it back to Flashy Passer. I'll talk about that when we get there. And Hot Stopper. I don't mind these sticking around. I do think they need to be balanced a little bit more, and I'm okay. I'm cool with the fact that they did nerf Special Delivery. I still rock it on Hall of Fame, just because it does give a boost to for my teammates to make a shot, and also it helps with lob passes. So I'm okay with that. I'm still rocking Special Delivery Hall of Fame. Hot Shot, this one was definitely needed of a nerf. I did hear that it did get nerfed, or was it just the Special Delivery part? I can't remember. But Heat Seeker is also fine. It's not really overpowered. It's like 3 dunks or 3 inside shots on Hall of Fame, and you get your takeover, first takeover. Like that's fine. Maybe 3 shots to get. 3 shots to get your first takeover. Then it's like 5 to get both, and then it's like 7 or 8 for double takeover. Something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, like Heat Seeker's fine. Hot Stopper just straight up didn't work this year. I had it on I even had it in Hall of Fame. It did nothing. It really served no purpose to be in this game other than to take up badge points. And I think that's ridiculous. They should have it to where if you get like 2 steals or 2 block shots, or steal and a block, you get your first take, or 3. Make it just like Heat Seeker. You get 3 steals or or you get 3 blocks, or vice versa, or however you mix it up. You get your first takeover. That's the way I see it. That would be nice. But anyways, those are the badges I think should stay. Next, going into the finishing category of badges, I think that should stay is Posterizer. However, much like I said with the balancing, balance this badge. This badge ruined this game. this badge single-handedly ruined this game, with everybody being able to get contact dunks out the fucking wazoo. And can I just say, I was contact dunking before it was cool. So, yeah, obviously. But I don't mind this being in the game. You know, I don't mind separating finishes from, you know, layups and dunks. I don't mind that, personally. I think it's cool. Like that. I would also be okay with they kept Rise Up, just to make it easier to dunk when under the basket, obviously. Like, it'll help you go up faster. I'm cool with that one. Anyways, going on to shooting, badges that I think should stay in. I'm cool with antifreeze sticking. I think antifreeze should stay. What's another one? Set shooter, I think they should stay, but I think they should make it better. Like, they should obviously boost this a little bit more. Just treat it like a more OD catch and shoot. Like, this could be a dominant pair. Catch and shoot and set shooter. You know, just make it like a just pair it up. Like, just make it like a dynamic duo type of a thing. Or, you know, you could even get rid of set shooter, which I'll talk about later, and just make it like catch and shoot. Also, shooting badges. I mean, I don't obviously get all of the shooting badges, but I do think, you know, another badge that I think, well, which one was it again? Actually, I think that was the only shooting badge. Yeah, that was it. For playmaking, I'm okay with relay passer. I tried out relay passer. It really wasn't that good. Obviously, I would say boost this, make this a little bit better. But I'm cool with relay passer staying. Another new badge that I think was cool, if they want to keep it this way, just to make it easier, fine. Keep special delivery, but I do also think that it could go next year and just bring back Flashy and Lob City Passer. But I like the idea of condensing them both to make it like this is all of your advanced passes, your Flashy and your Lob passes. You know, that way you're not having to spend 8 badge points to get those 2 Hall of Fame, where you can just spend 4 and you get them both. So I'm okay with that as well if they want to keep it. And then defensively, ankle braces, I'm cool with. I think is great. I think they should keep that in. Clutch defender could be better, but I'm okay with it too. Hot stopper, again, just improve it and it's fine. Other than that, defensive badges, I really don't think there's one that, you know, I think it would like to make specifically to stay. Now, badges that I think should be removed from next gen, from NBA 2K22. The badges I think that should be removed. Actually, let me talk about badges I want to bring back. First is fancy footwork. I would like to see fancy footwork return. Now, I know. You don't want hop steps to be overpowered, and fancy footwork made hop steps overpowered. Well, I would counter by saying, no, it wasn't the hop steps that made it, the fancy footwork badge that made it overpowered. It was just the fact that fancy footwork, not fancy footwork, hop steps in general were just overpowered in 21 and in 2K20. It wasn't the badge, it was the hop steps in general. I watched YouTubers make videos, and they even said themselves the hop steps were overpowered. It wasn't the fancy footwork only just made it better. And it didn't make it insanely broken. So I think definitely keep it. Bring back fancy footwork for badges. Also, for finishing badges, I would like to see come back is consistent finisher. Only reason is because this year I have seen a crap load of layups get smoked, and I'm getting tired of it. And it's not just from me, it's from my teammates, and it's also from the opponents too. I see opponents missing fucking 5% layups, and I'm upset because it's a 5% covered layup. You mean to tell me that you can't make a layup like with that amount of contest on it? Like, no. Like, bring back consistent finisher. I'll use that. I'll use the absolute heck out of that. I will use consistent finisher till the end of time, because like that badge was such a clutch badge. And I know a lot of people wrote it off because, you know, it rewarded bad timing layups. But what people fail to realize is the fact that layup timing in this game, 2K has never been able to get right. I never understand, because they can get jump shot timing right, because But they can't get layup timing. And they even acknowledged it themselves going into this game. They even said themselves, they know that they cannot get layup timing down. So instead, they had it set up to where your layups are by default non-timeable. If you want to use timing to get an extra boost, you can do that. So 2K themselves even acknowledge their layups timing is absolutely horrible. So bring back consistent finisher. That would be oh so nice. Just please. Now badges I would like to see come back to this game for shooting. Really don't have one, but there is one that I would like to see come in. I'm a little scared to put this badge out there because I don't know if it will ruin the game or not, but I'm calling it Shooter's Touch. It's basically Pro Touch, but for jump shooting. You get a bonus if you get slightly early within the slightly early to slightly late window on your shooting. Now again, it could ruin the game, and I wouldn't be shocked if it did. So obviously put that one in with extreme caution. But that is something I think 2K could implement. Same with a badge for finishing called Catch and Finish, which is catch and shoot basically, but for finishes. You catch it, you go up, you get a boost. Simple as that. Now for playmaking badges, as I mentioned, if you want to bring back Flashy and Lob City, go ahead. But I think it would be best just to have both in special delivery. I think personally it would be best just to have it that way. That way you're not having to spend 8 badge. Because think about this. If I wanted Flashy Passer and Lob City Passer, I would have to spend 6 to 8. I would have to spend at most 8 badge points. And I have 23. Like, that's a lot. That's almost a third of my badge. That's a third of my badge points I have to spend to get both of those Hall of Fame. Now, I wouldn't get them both Hall of Fame, obviously. Like, I probably would get Flashy Passer Hall of Fame and then maybe Bronze Lob City Passer. But you see the dilemma. Like, that's still more with that than just having the one for the Hall of Fame. So, I'm good with that. I'm good with that if they wanted to do that. Another badge I think for playmaking that could come back. What was that badge? And I think that was, what was it called in 2K20? Where was it down? No, I can't remember the name of it, so I'm not gonna waste time on it. And then defensively, badges I think that could come back. Honestly, I really don't think there is anything that they could do to bring badges that can come back. I'm really not the greatest when it comes up with stuff. Now, getting rid of badges. I got like one for each category. The first, I would like to see 2K get rid of for badges is Giant Slayer. I would like to see 2K remove Giant Slayer from 2K22 and just go on without it. Because nobody, I'm just going to be honest, nobody uses this badge. And it's not even a good badge either. Nobody uses it. It takes up space. And honestly, you really don't get much of a boost if you're doing a layup over a taller defender. Plus, in this game, you know it's all about running people over with contact dunks. Which, again, I was doing before it was cool. So that's just that. So just get rid of Giant Slayer. We wouldn't miss it. And I think that would be fine. I think also Teardropper you could get rid of, but who knows. For shooting badges, fuck this badge. Blinders needs to be removed from 2K22. Fuck this badge. This badge is also one of the biggest reasons this game suffered, because they did not do anything about this badge. Not whatsoever. You didn't matter. Like, you got a crab dribble, and you got, like, behind a guy, or you got beside a guy, and if you're beside the guy, and you jump to contest as he's shooting the ball, it's like 4% covered, and he's greening that crap. Fuck this badge. Get rid of it. For the love of God. Please get rid of this badge next year. I hate this thing. I genuinely fucking... Like, if there's one thing I fucking hate about this game, it's this. Get rid of it, please. For God's sake. Anyhow, not going to spend too much time on it. Playmaking badges. You could get rid... Maybe get rid of downhill. Like, it has been good this year, but it's just, why would you need... If you have a high speed with the ball already, why would you need a badge to make you faster with it? Like, I get it. Some people are faster in the open floor than in the half court. Like Giannis, Russell Westbrook. Yeah. But, like, why? just get rid of this badge. It serves no purpose. So that's one I think that should go next year. Another one, I think that's a stop and go. Like this one, I haven't really heard much about stop and go. Last year it was pretty bad. This year I don't necessarily know if it's good. So stop and go, I would say just get rid of it. And then for defense, you could get rid of off-ball pest, maybe. Tireless defender, you can get rid of too. Just make defensive energy a lot more prevalent and noticeable. Other than that, I think that's really it for the defensive side of the ball. But anyways, guys, I'm curious. Let me know what you think in the comment section below for badges. What do you think they should get rid of? What do you think they should keep? What are badges you would like to see come into the game or make a return to the game? Let me know, guys. But that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.